Hello students, in this video we shall understand the concept of strings in Java applications. Strings are very much important in all Java applications. It is treated to be like an array of characters in C and C++, but in Java we do have an array, but the string is different. A string is a class and it is an inbuilt class in Java applications, and because it is a class, it has certain properties as well as a lot of methods which make your application development related with strings very easy. So in this particular video we will concentrate about handling with strings. As you can see in my screen, there is a NetBeans project that is open. That first class, that is public, it doesn't have any data member. So what I do is I create a data member as a string here. So because we have to use the string, let us create this string variable and let us create the object of this class as well. Object is ready. Now you know that because name is the property of first class, so it should be stored within the object. So let us first initialize the string. Now suppose if I say it as storing a string like Java application. So first we shall first see how it is accessed. Let us run this program and you will see that the string is printed. So you can actually understand the string has been stored. So we will now work upon basic and very fundamental operations that will be needed using your Java applications. For the first way, what do we need to have? We actually may be required to understand or to get the length of a string. So how do we actually get the length of a string? Once you press dot about a particular class, you get a lot of methods. So as you can just see, there is a method that is called as length. So once you get dot length and just run this, you will see that there are 16 characters which are present. So this length is a function, the very first function that is always needed. If you just remember, length was a property of an array. It was not a method, but string has a method named as length. Anytime you make use of it, you may get the length of it. Suppose, what if you want to get the particular character that is present within a particular string? So suppose, let us make a program in fact. Suppose I want to process this whole string character by character. How do we do? So I write a for loop starting from the index 0. So because string is a collection of characters, we always say that string is also indexed, but it cannot be accessed using the similar square bracket notation as an index as we do it with array. Now this integer I that I have used, this will be used as an index but in a different way. Let us see how it is done. So I will be starting from 0 because in string 2 we assume that the first character is stored in at a particular index 0. So this I should actually go around up to the one less than the characters. As the length of the character is 16, that means the last character, that is n, that is present at the index 15, and go on to increment this I. Now how can I print all the characters? So you can do using the print function and call a method char at. Now once you do char at, it requires the index here. So once you pass an I, it will be giving you the characters present at individual locations. So I is not treated to be like an index, it is treated to be like a location. So the first location is 0. The loop will go on from 0 up to the total length, and this concat will actually extract each character from your string and will print you. So let us not print this one. Make it comment and run this program without getting the length of the string. So you will see that the whole string is printed. So this concat is one another function, and in fact you had seen while using this system.println that there is an operator that was an arithmetic operator rather, that is plus. The plus operator was an arithmetic operator in C and C++, but here it is not only the arithmetic operator, it can combine or concatenate two different strings too. Like, for example, I want to write ob.name plus. So I want to add few more characters to it. I can write Java application development. Let us run this and you will see what exactly is the output. So this is the total string has been appended. First it actually printed, and the next output is once you actually printed the character and added a new string to it. So the plus character is plus operator is actually there to concatenate two strings. In fact, this concatenation is very much possible using concat function. So you can use concat function by passing a string to it like here, and it will be giving you the similar kind of the output as we had achieved using plus operator, like here we had achieved. So this concat operator is actually concatenating two strings, and in fact it is not modifying. We say that a string in Java is immutable. Immutable means you cannot change the characters, right? So this concatenation is doing what? It is not changing the original string. The original string is already the similar one. So you can just see this. Even after the concatenation is done, your original string remains intact. Like here. This original string is the similar one. Previously we just concatenated it. So what after the concatenation was done? Concatenation it was the operation that after concatenation it generated a new string. So you could do like this too. So you could actually write string new string is equal to ob.name.concatenate. So a new string will be derived, and the new string can be actually printed or being accessed without modifying the new one. Let us see another operation. Another operation with respect to the string is your substring. So substring is having two forms. One is you just can pass on a very location within a particular string. Suppose what I do is I pass on 1, 2, 3, 4. I pass on 4. You just pass on 4 and just access that particular component and print the same. So what exactly will be printed? Let us see. So once you said 4, what it did? It actually went on to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it went on to 4th character and printed all the characters after that. So that's why it is printing this application again. Now let's change it to the another component. Now another way is, let us pass two integer arguments, 0 and 3, and just run the program. Now as you can see, it started from 0 and it printed 3 characters. So once you pass two integers to the substring method, you get what? You start from the first and extract the count of the characters that you are trying to extract. So substring method actually is doing what? It is starting from the first index and extracting this much number of characters from the substring. The next method is your replace method. What if I try to replace a few characters and get the output? This replace function ob.name.replace. Now the replace is doing what? Replace is having three basic formats. The first, in case you want to replace a single character with another character, then you can pass both the characters. And in fact, if you want to actually replace a part of a string with another part of a string, so that too can be done. So how? Let us see the first variant. Suppose what I do is I want to replace each A with capital A and get the output. Let us see how it performs. You will see that here in my output, all occurrences of A have been capitalized. So in case you are given an experiment to replace few characters with their uppercase character versions, you can do this replace. So replace is a similar one too. It is not affecting the original string. It is creating a new string after replacing few characters. And now what if I do not replace a string character? What I try to do is I try to replace a string Java with Kotlin. Kotlin is also one of the languages used for Android development. So let us see what the result is. As you can see, in this whole string, the Java was replaced by the new string, that is Kotlin. The original string was Java application. Now the new string is Kotlin application. So this is how your string can be manipulated. So you can get the length, you can get the concatenation done, you can get the substrings extracted, you can actually get the new string after replacing few of the characters. So with these few operations, you can actually explore the string to a much better way. And there are so many other methods of string, not possible to be covered in all, but you may always experiment and discover the methods. Thank you very much for this video. We'll meet in the next video.